interest in it, so...
Well, then, then I was like,
was she like, what? You totally misread my reaction. Is that the way it happened?
No, she would never come out and be
It's
like,
a fucking indestructible lantern.
Yeah, but I think though I should have like paid a little. I should have went to the girls to find out their reaction to the lantern before I bought it, because they'd bring up some good points. Is like, we have little use for a lantern. You know?
Yeah, she's like, what is she, a fucking outdoorsman?
Yeah.
What is she? Do you expect the lights to go out? Like, what is?
It'll really compliment her Paul Revere costume.
It's just one of these, I'm sure you guys have ever seen it. It's like there's commercials everywhere. It's like this marine is like, you can't destroy this lantern.
Yeah.
And what you do is it collapses, and then when you pick it up, it's light as a feather too. When you pick it up, it's like the heart of the sun is inside this lantern.
Wow.
Now, have you turned it on? And
yes.
So it is
many
bright.
times.
It is, okay. As you're in the crawl space sleeping.
It really wards off the spiders.
I'm
Turns off a little heat too. You know, it throws, not a lot, but a little.
I'm not going to turn that heat down.
Well, what'd she get you?
The atomic lantern.
All
That's
right.
what it's called. Look that baby up. I mean, they're selling millions of them. They're selling by the scad loads. They can't keep them in stores.
Why don't we invent?
It's not the most romantic gift, but then again, I'm not going to go with the most typical present, the stereotypical
Right.
cough syrup and candy. I wanted. It was a metaphor. That's what I told the girls later on. I was like, "That's a metaphor for my heart."
Yeah, you're like, look it up.
She makes my heart glow like brighter than an atomic lantern.
Yeah, 5,000 lux.
There you go.
See it, Kim?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I see every it says atomic lantern ripoff exposed. That's what I'm seeing.
Well, it's $19.99. You can buy one, get one free, buddy.
And I brought mine in the as seen on TV section,
Okay.
so I wasn't able to get that sweet buy one get one free deal that you see on TV.
Right.
But you know what? And I also used the $5 off coupon, so I only got it for $14.99.
You know, thriftiness is an underrated.
I didn't tell her that. I'm just telling you guys.
Right.
Not that it matters. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Like if you got it for free.
It's the thought. It's the thought that, you know what? It was a sign to her, and I was like, I'm watching you 24/7, baby.
Right.
I noticed when your eyebrow
So
raises
try it.
a little
I'd
bit.
love to hear that.
I noticed your interest in something that I knew I couldn't believe you had an interest in, and I kept
I
it.
didn't. That was the thing. You're watching me that much and you still misread it?
I noticed, and you never notice things like this, but I noticed you watched that entire commercial, didn't take your eyes off it. When the commercial was over, you went about your business.
Maybe you missed her shaking her head almost imperceptibly.
Like what?
And that's okay, though. At $14.99, it's okay to roll those dice.
You're right. You're right.
But if it was like, if I was buying her a $14,000 or a $1,499 set of earrings or a ring,
Right.
and I got it wrong, it's a big mistake then.
Yeah.
The atomic lantern, eventually we'll use it.
You know, it's a discounted mistake that I made. Not a $2,000 mistake.
Not a $2,000 home run.
Is she big jewelry wearer?
No.
No.
No. I also got her an iPad too, though, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
You saved that for the end.
The lantern was the, was the one I was more excited
supposed
about.
to be the showpiece.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was more meaningful to me than the iPad, though, the little mini iPad. It was
Yeah.
more meaningful because, again, I was like, I noticed you were interested in this.
That is
It's
nice.
like I'm not.
When paired with the iPad, it's pretty nice.
Thank you, Q.
Yeah.
What, you guys do anything special?
I have not celebrated Valentine's Day since high school. It's one of those things it's one of those things that, like, if she wants to celebrate Valentine's Day, then I'm in the wrong relationship type thing.
Okay.
It's one of those red flags for me.
And you're on that kind of mode for all those Hallmark holidays, right? Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Here's the
You
thing.
do the same thing.
This is the thing.
He's got to buy his mom a lantern.
Yeah.
You're skipping Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, you can't pull that. You can't pull that, or
Mother's Day. It's weird because it's weird. My mom does like it, like that flowers. Like I'll send flowers on Mother's Day. Father's Day I can ignore it completely.
You can ignore it. Have you
Yeah.
since high school, or
Where are my flowers?
I can ignore Father's Day. He doesn't give a shit. My mother, she likes that sort of thing. You know? But
So you'll make the exception for Mother's Day.
I'll tell you what. I'll say this, Walt. If I was in love with a girl who was like, Valentine's Day does mean something, and I couldn't talk her out of it, I would probably
Bend to her will.
bend to her will. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because what does it mean to me? Nothing. What does it mean to her? Something. So why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah.
But what if she's like, maybe a lantern isn't good enough, and Fridays isn't good enough. She's like, we're going to New York.
Well, you got to read your target.
We're already in New York, so she wants that $2,000 home run.
She's not getting a $2,000 gift on Valentine's Day.
No?
Suck a dick. Well, actually, yeah, suck a dick.
What,
Then you'll get that $2,000. No.
what day can she expect a $2,000 home run?
Well, this is how I operate, Walt. Any given
But
Tuesday.
everyone listen closely.
What?
Any given Tuesday, you're gonna get that $2,000 gift.
So you'd like to spring it like as a shock to
Yeah.
to just to liven it up out of nowhere.
Yes.
You'll hit a home run.
Yeah.
Or make her.
But don't expect me to get up to the plate on Valentine's Day with every other Joe Blow.
I'm not coming at you when you think I'm coming at you.
There you go.
Well, you know what I do is for me, it's I will maneuver through the world, and if I see something specifically for the girl of my dreams, I will buy it then and there. And if it's close enough to a birthday, I'll try and save it, but I'm never good at that. I'm always the second I get home, I'm like, here, you know what I mean? So it's I'm not good at that, but that's all right. I think that's nice.
Somebody did it to me, I would immediately be like, what'd you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
How have you made a fool of me? They're trying to make
Am I wearing the horns?
When's the last
I'm a
time?
cock, aren't I? You cocked me.
When's the last time you went out and tried to swing for the bleachers on Valentine's Day?
Oh my god.
You got up to the plate. You're up there. You're like Casey at the bat.
Bases loaded, 2
You
outs.
spit that tobacco juice out there, and you're just mano a mano against the pitcher, and you were up there to hit a home run.
Oh, and I succeeded?
Well, you tried. I mean, let's not even try about. Let's not talk about succeeding.
I'll tell you when I tried and succeeded. The year was 1992. It was a girl I was first going out with, and we went to Le Fromagerie.
Yeah,
And
that's the fancy place around here.
Oh, I got to tell you.
On Valentine's
I would have
Day,
rather went to Fridays.
but on Valentine's Day, you could expect it to be. You can't get a seat, right?
No, that's going to be packed.
But you had a seat there.
I had a seat there.
How long ago? How long in advance did you book it?
Probably like a month or so.
A month.
These days, I would just go to Char. Char's my favorite restaurant.
Char's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
They always look at us like we're dog shit when we walk through the door, though, Char.
Not anymore. I've been there enough
Really?
times that the guy's like, oh, okay, you're not dog shit.
They haven't broken that barrier with me. Every time I walk in, I feel like I've entered the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, we've won him over,
Okay.
I think. You just hang with me, man.
I'll roll with you.
And I had bought flowers and brought them earlier that day, so they were on the table.
and your
when we
fresh
got there.
flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a drop of cough syrup in sight.
You're dressed nice.
I wore a suit.
You wore a suit.
Yeah, I probably have pictures of it. I'd have to dig, but I may
Please
have,
find those
I
pictures.
may have pictures of it. Yeah.
And you got up that morning going like, I'm going to hit a home run. Well, not to sound cocky.
Well,
but
she was a
you're-
slut, so I knew.
I don't want to use that, but like the amount of detail, the fine details, you were all about it.
Yeah, and I gotta say, in full disclosure, the suit was not because of. I mean, I had this suit earlier only because I had seen Goodfellas, and I was like, I want to dress like a gangster because they look so cool in those suits.
Yeah.
So I got a suit, so that's why I had it. Turned out I didn't look like a gangster. I looked like a fucking idiot with long hair and a suit. Yeah, that was probably the
That was
last
the last time, huh?
Yeah.
That wasn't Suzanne.
No, was she born with
I don't remember.
No, that
So
wasn't
Suzanne's
her.
never seen you swing for the fences on Valentine's Day?
Oh, not on Valentine's Day, but you've treated
Oh,
her.
Jill.
You've taken care of Suzanne.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Seen those fences plenty.
The Green Monster.
All right, when we last checked in with NatureBox, Sage and I did a video. NatureBox sent us a fish wrapped in newspaper in a box, kind of a threat, not really a threat. I haven't seen Sage in 5 days, but you know what? That's behind us. NatureBox, I'm here for you. If you did what you had to do, right, to get the commercials that you want. So what we're talking about here is naturebox.com/TESD for 50% off your first order. That's pretty sweet. No, that's really sweet. I'm sorry, NatureBox. I didn't mean to undersell you. Now, what you don't understand is, like, I took that fish as sort of like a metaphor, right? Like, you ever see a fish swimming backwards? Because I haven't. You don't see it swim sideways. It doesn't move laterally. No. Fish moves forward, doesn't look back. There's only the future and not even the present for the fish. Fish doesn't live in the present. Fish doesn't live in the past. Sage, while she was here, she was great, all right? But now she's gone. And I'm going to keep going. And the way I'm going to keep going is by eating these NatureBox snacks. And you can, too. You can get past anything with NatureBox. 50% off your first order at naturebox.com/TESD. They've got 100 to choose from, and they're gonna keep you nice and energized. No snacks, no sugar crashes, none of that shit. Come on, what more do I need to say? NatureBox can help you get over anything. Doesn't matter how awful, traumatic, destructive it is. naturebox.com/TESD. 50% off your first order. And, come on. What more do you need to know?
I have a bit of fat news.
Boom, baba, boom, baba, boom, baba.
Fat news. Ooh, chicken.
I normally don't get worked up about things.
Somebody came in today and told me that their favorite part of Tell 'em Steve Davis fat news.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to go more often.
Yeah.
Or maybe because I do only once in a while, it's a special treat. It's like Q coming out of nowhere with a $2,000 home run. Everybody is marching, Q. Marching around for stuff. I just saw, like, there was a day without immigrants.
Oh, good.
Were you aware of this? I heard about it because, first of all, I like people marching. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
If they're in parades.
No, I dig it. I dig all the protesting. I think it's a good thing. I do agree that if you...
How much
that if
shit
you
has he
did-
taken?
Yeah.
No, that's not me. That's not me fucking around. Like, I actually think it's a good thing, man. That's part of our country. Like,
Right.
I think it's a good thing that people are doing it. I do think the people that got fired for walking out of their jobs yesterday
Yeah.
should have been fired.
Why, what happened yesterday?
It
Was it yesterday?
it's
I
called-
don't know.
I don't know if it was yesterday, but it was called, Day Without Immigrants. And which is kind of misleading because if it's a day without immigrants, then it's pretty much everyone. I think it's a day without illegal or undocumented or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
So there were certain companies, like everyone who was, I guess, an undocumented worker was like, well, fuck it. We'll show you what it's like when we're not a part of the workforce, which is substantial, And there was a guy who had a restaurant. I read about another guy who had like some sort of bricklaying company.
Yeah.
And these people didn't show up. And he's like, fuck you. They're both like, fuck you. Then you're fired. And the one guy, the bricklayer guy, was like, look, I've had these
Yeah,
guys
his
on camera
story
for
was
like
something.
20 years. He's like, I treat them like family.
He's like, when there was no work, I made sure that I paid them anyway. He's like, I took care of them. For them not to call me and tell me that they're not coming to work is a fuck you to me. And it's just like, he fired him.
Yeah.
Is he taking a backlash now?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see any backlash.
I didn't see any
but-
backlash.
How did this story,
I mean,
Depends on the news site you're
There's
on.
gotta be backlash.
how did this story make the papers?
Because I guess it was a big thing that people weren't going to work. I didn't hear about it until after the fact. But I agree with that. I think if you have sick days and you're like, I'm calling in sick today, but if you just don't show up to work and you don't, you deserve to get fired. You do. You have a job. You have fucking responsibilities.
Yeah.
But some things have to trump that, though, right?
Well, look, I have nothing wrong. If they're going to protest, and like I said, I'm fine with it, but it's just like you can't protest without consequences. There are consequences. Like, you didn't show up to work. You didn't tell your boss you weren't coming in. You left them hanging. You lose your job.
Yeah, like when 11 line cooks at a restaurant don't show up, you're like, what the fuck? And then it's like, oh, stay without immigrants. It's like, well, from now on, it's going to be
Right. Well, now the fucking waiters who depend on tips aren't getting paid.
Well, that's what this guy said.
It's
yeah.
like, so you made your point.
They're making their point though. They got to make it. They got to.
Sure, you can't make a point without consequences. Their point was made. I got it. But
well, yeah.
here's another point. There's fucking consequences when you do shit.
For some people. For other people can get away with almost anything, it feels like, and there are no consequences.
Is that right?
Sure. I think you could. I think that there are certain people with enough, juice that they can not show up, and there won't be no consequences for them. It's those people who really have the consequences you got to feel for.
I don't have to feel for any of them.
Well, they're powerless though.
They're not powerless. They have a job. They're earning money.
But they're powerless in that they there's some people like if you let's say you didn't want to show up to work.
Certain jobs and
you didn't show up, that your ramifications would not be lost.
I would never call. I would never not call and be like, I can't make it today. I would never leave. I
want to know the protest that's going on if he doesn't show up to work.
and I'll tell you what. Like, I have a contract. I get paid no matter what. If I don't show up for work, my crew, who are like a lot of them are day players, don't get paid that day.
So what do you think would happen to you though? Really?
If I just didn't call,
nothing would.
No, I wouldn't get in trouble. I'd get some concern calls, but I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it. Like,
It would be so out of character.
It would be very bizarre for me not to do that.
Do you ever wish that you had had those feelings to that you could be moved to do something like that? Like, what could move you to get you out there to march? I don't know if there's. I mean, I know that sounds horrible, but there's just nothing that.
What do you mean horrible?
It sounds horrible.
You're saying there's nothing you would march for?
Yeah, there's like, well, I need that cause that would get me out there, and I feel like it would need to be something personal. Like I don't know, like let's say I had a family member who was sick, and like this certain treatment that is not available, or not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You march to get awareness, like to look for causes or to make a certain treatment available to the public. I would need something dire to move me, rather than
Someone has to be dying before you get out of your chair.
No, it's not even. No, I respect people who could just be like, they're like it doesn't really affect them all that much, and they still are passionate enough to get out there.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I think in general people will march and protest for things that affect them, unless they're fucking angry dickheads who just want to burn shit down, which it seems a lot of protests are actually riots. I mean, let's not kid ourselves.
Are they?
When like
Not all of
the
them.
Berkeley, no, I said some, or maybe I said a lot.
A few.
The like the Berkeley thing. Like,
Well, they call it the Berkeley riots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're like, oh, we're protesting, but we're
Right.
running around with a mask on, burning shit,
No,
down, and
it's-
all that stuff.
But I mean, how deep do you want to go?
No, they burned down a
Burn down
bench.
cars? No, they're cars, and they're smashing windows, and they did like $2 million worth of damage.
But those are the ones that get the ink, though. So you understand why they gotta go take it a little bit further. Because if you just do one where you just sit like a flower sitting, you're not gonna get the ink, though.
I
You're
know,
not-
it didn't work in the 60s. I remember that.
No, it ain't gonna work
I
today.
remember the Vietnam
Oh, look
War.
at him laugh and scoff at that, as if he's making some fucking big point. It's fucking, he just rose 2 inches on a chair. Fucking so proud of himself.
Levitating.
But if you just had a peaceful.
I know you have to be an asshole today if you want to get the ink. You're right. Look at Stephen Hawking. Making shit up. No, you're definitely right. Like, unless...
And if you burn a bench, if you just throw a bench in a bonfire, I mean, is that really are you really going to be outraged?
Am I outraged?
Well,
I'm not even outraged about Berkeley. I don't give a fuck about any of it.
like you say, are you going to define it as a riot if they burn something like public property?
No, but when they're throwing things at cops and breaking windows and setting fires, and it's like a large-scale event like that, that's a riot. Burning a bench, setting a garbage can on fire, no. It's misguided, but what are you going to do? I mean, look at fucking, what's his name?
We've seen riot. I mean,
Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, this is a guy that's all about peaceful. These fucking idiots. I just read an article that there's I can't remember what it was, UC Davis maybe? They're protesting Gandhi. Not Gandhi, I'm sorry, Dalai Lama.
Yeah, but some people are saying that they have no other way to get heard than
Set a
to
bench on fire.
start wrecking shop, man.
Who is listening to that? Like, do you take people serious? Look, like, say somebody like PETA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for ethical treatment of animals, but when I see people shrink wrapping themselves, like their meat and blood all over the place and all that shit, it makes me like I don't take them as seriously.
Yeah, but
It's
you
so
wouldn't.
whacked
A
out,
lot of
those
people would
stunts.
never hear about PETA unless they were doing that stuff.
Yeah, and who are they hurting though? Like, what do you care if they shrink wrap themselves with fake
No,
blood?
I didn't say I care. I'm
You're
saying,
but you say you don't take them. You
I
don't
would
take
just
them.
I don't take the
You splatter people
people
Why,
who
though?
go to such extremes seriously.
Right.
It seems like they're kind of whacked out. Dalai Lama protested at UC San Diego, called oppressive and offensive.
Well, how did what? Okay, but real quick before you read that,
Okay, go ahead.
what's an approved Brian Johnson show of?
PETA protest?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's a
just get naked.
what's a
When they get naked, I love it.
well, what's a protest that you would deem approved by you? Like, what happens?
They're all approved. Any
Well,
people want to
where you
protest is
feel,
okay by
well,
me.
but I mean, where you feel you're there, like you feel like that's an appropriate. To me, I like the way that they did that, because you're not digging the shrink wrapping.
I don't dig the shrink
You
wrapping.
don't dig them burning any benches.
I don't dig riots. I don't dig people blocking traffic. I'm glad that states are now starting to pass that, like, you can just drive right through.
This is good. We're getting somewhere. What can these people who are feeling, that they need to do something? What is something that, like, what is the go-to method for you then that's going to get the most results for you, that you would be like,
that I would be like, all right,
would
now
like,
I'm
that's-
sitting up and taking notice.
yeah.
I don't know.
Not the cause. I'm just talking about what they do while they're trying to get
Okay,
people
so
to hear them.
so what's their
I'm not talking about the cause that'll get you.
Right,
that you
right.
approve
Like,
of. I'm
what's-
talking about, like, the actions that they take. Hey, we're going to
The
have
delivery method.
Yes, that's it.
Like they're going to cancel IJ.
Oh, no way.
Right. How do we get
I'm
that?
getting my marching
How
boots
do
out.
we get the word out in a way that pleases Brian Johnson?
I shrink wrap myself and I fucking burn down the True building.
Strap a bomb to your chest.
Yeah. That's probably what I would do. I'd go
Yeah.
with a fake bomb collar.
But you really, there really
I'm not
isn't-
saying I have a better idea. No.
Yeah, because they want to get there.
Shrink wrapping yourself is fine because it doesn't hurt anybody. I'm not into shit that, like, somebody's standing there and all of a sudden, it's like somebody's getting hurt. Or if you just disagree with them, like I saw a video, some girl's talking to a person, she happens to be a Trump supporter, and somebody just comes up and pepper sprays her out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that sucks. That I agree with. But what about that fucking white supremacy dude that they just jacked him in the face? Like, isn't that pretty funny?
It is funny.
Like, and if anybody deserves it, it's a
It is
fucking
funny, but
evil
then
Nazi.
It
Yeah,
becomes
but-
normalized, right? So suddenly anybody you disagree with, and I've read, plenty of stuff where some people are espousing that method where it's like, if they support Trump, punch them. Just punch them. And it's like, I don't support anybody, so I don't got to worry about any fists coming my way. But, that's the country. You're allowed to support Trump if you want. You don't have to. Like, there was, just in Atlanta, there was some sort of rally, and there were a bunch of guys standing around because it's an open carry state, I guess, and they're standing around with assault rifles. And
Liberals?
The Trump guys, like a couple Trump guys who are for Trump, and nobody's punching them.
Well, yeah.
So if you're going to punch people, don't punch people who are unaware. Again, a sucker punch. Yeah, sucker punching Nazi is acceptable, but it happens.
Yeah, but
it happens a lot, man.
Unless you got your Nazi armband on, and your
it doesn't matter.
sign.
If
You have to be sure that it's a Nazi if you're punching them, though, right?
Yeah, I would
This
advise
guy
not
was
to
a-
punch anybody, but
this guy
yeah.
was a well-known, like, alt-right guy.
Yeah, he was
I
like
remember his name.
apparently a famous piece of shit.
Yeah, so that guy getting punched, who gives a fuck? Not me. But the person who's, like, wearing a Trump hat and somebody pulls it off their head and beats the shit out of them, I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
No, that's not right.
Just like if somebody's wearing a Hillary hat. Like, if you're into Republican shit, you should.
You don't really hear that though. You don't really hear like, oh, I haven't heard.
And that's strange, isn't it? Like, wouldn't you think that Republicans, being the ones that have the rep for, Second Amendment shit and fight for this and fight for that, like, you would think they would be the rough and tumble ones, not because you know why? Because a lot of Democrats are young
Yes.
and idealistic and angry, like Chris
Right.
Lodondo. He's against cigars now for some reason. I saw.
Really? What do you mean?
He was like, "Don't take pictures of yourself smoking cigars. It doesn't look cool." I'm like, is this guy like, what the fuck? Is
Are
in
you
the water?
allowed to have fun in Chris
He's
O'Donnell's
drinking-
world?
No, nope. He's
Let me
you
see.
thought I was a judgmental prick. Oh my god! I'm like,
Well,
I'm
are
like,
you sure
I'm
it's
like
not-
fucking burning down buildings compared to this guy.
Are you sure he's not taking the cause of like because he doesn't want anybody to get cancer?
Well, what I did notice though, now you know what? No, he doesn't give a shit about cancer. He just doesn't like that you think you look cool. I'm gonna I'll let you guys be the judge of this, okay? This was a Chris Ladondo tweet. I can't believe it's. I mean, maybe I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, but what he did was okay. He talks a lot about dick. All right.
All right.
Looks like
Penis?
a dick. Might as well be dicks on their lips. Dick pic, cock on the lips. Dick in retro bush insertion. Dick break in the jungle. Fat cock. Carry on and suck that dick. Broke back dick pic. Smoking was never cool. All you were doing is giving me your dick fantasies. Nope. That's an Italian sausage he's sucking on, also known as dick. Now,
He's
Is he-
anti-smoking.
no,
probably.
it seems like he's anti-cocksucking. Like, doesn't it? All he's talking about, like now, the ultimate liberal lefty, shouldn't he be like, hey man, smoke on if it's a dick? Why are you comparing it just because it's phallic? And you're like, oh, well, you like looking like you got a dick?
I
Dick
mean,
on your lip?
I mean, I don't want to live in a world where you can't say having a dick on your lips isn't hysterical.
Having a dick on your lips is great to say. That's not my
It's-
point.
It's funny. I mean, you know.
But
They outlawed.
should we expect better from Ghost Pussy?
Nah.
No.
He sounds homophobic to me.
Nah, he's
No,
not
I don't- not at
homophobic.
all.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Is that a homophobic to think it's funny to have a dick on your lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
funny.
It sounds like he's dick shaming to me. I'll have to get to the bottom of it.
Do you remember when Marvel? I don't know if they still do it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they still do.
No, so none of their heroes smoke.
Wolverine's
still?
not allowed to smoke. Nick Fury's not allowed to
Ben
smoke.
Grimm's still not allowed to
Not
smoke.
allowed to smoke.
Wow. So I mean, maybe he's just taking that route because it's unhealthy.
Right.
And
He's
if-
like, I saw that Marvel did it, so I guess I'll get in on this.
Yeah, but it's funny that they're like, it is funny that they are like, well, you can't smoke because it's unhealthy. But if you're overweight, you're supposed to accept that. You can't say like they want full body representation. You can't be like, well, maybe we shouldn't put overweight people in comics because that's unhealthy too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
like Kingpin thins down.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't get. I don't get.
Well, they say, you know how they say like what's that comic right now?
Are there a lot of-
with the big lady superhero?
There's a big lady superhero,
Oh yeah, what's her name? I can't remember.
Faith.
Faith, is that her?
Yeah, from Valiant.
Yes. And
You're aware? You read that?
oh, dude, I'm up to comics. I don't read it, but I'm aware of it, and I know that everybody like celebrates it because it's a thing. But it's like,
You should-
isn't being morbidly obese as unhealthy
Oh, that-
as? What do
have
you mean?
you seen Faith? She's not. She's not morbidly obese.
She is morbidly obese. Of course she is.
What? I don't think we're talking about the same character. Then she's a
Maybe.
blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's just.
You don't think she's morbidly obese?
No. But
More importantly,
If
did
she
she have a dick
was-
on her lip?
but if she was though,
Yeah.
and she had superpowers,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, right?
Right. I don't give a shit whether they do it, but
But,
it's like to sit there and like applaud that.
That you would consider that morbid?
That is morbidly
That would
obese.
be.
What
That
do
would
they
be.
say? Oh, God, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the line for morbidly obese is not that high. I might be morbidly obese. I'm not even fucking kidding.
I'm 100%.
But also okay, but
So like, but all right, what I'm saying is just like, and again, it's just like, it's great. I get it. Like,
Yeah.
but like to sit there and be like, well, smoking is bad because it's this, but then to celebrate being morbidly obese, which is far more dangerous. Like to me, that's like a weird double standard to me.
yeah, but I think you have to weigh the celebration of that. I'm using your words to celebrate the obesity character by the fact that you are finally casting a character who has a body type that may be more in line with PB people who are buying comic books.
I get it, but is this not promoting and supporting? I don't look. I'm
No,
taking
you're
a
not.
stand
No,
here.
We're just
I'm taking a
kicking this
position.
important
Here.
to-
Devil's advocate
Yes.
is what I'm doing. Right, like you're celebrating a unhealthy lifestyle that's no more and no less unhealthy than smoking that cigar.
what's an even more unhealthy lifestyle though? Going and putting a costume on and fighting crime.
Now you're talking. Now let's get into it. That doesn't sound healthy to me.
Right. So
Yeah.
so it's even more. It's you're celebrating us
All that violence. How many people has Wolverine killed?
Right.
But they're going to make him stop smoking cigars, but he can still kill people?
Psychologically damaged lifestyle.
It's fucked up. I agree.
Right. But we don't ever sit there and stop to think about that.
No, but I didn't say anything about the cigarettes either. I like them. I like them smoking. I'm just saying, like, it's funny where the line is drawn. And that is, in my humble opinion, the problem with the world today is like these weird lines are drawn. You have to adhere to these lines, even if they don't completely make sense once you look into it 100%.
But the lines have been drawn since society began, though. You got to have lines. If there are no lines,
sure,
then this shit goes.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Chaos, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Gotta have lines. Right?
Gotta have lines.
I think I figured it out. You're like, what's an appropriate response? I think all fatties should march from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah. And will put me on the front of that fucking line because I could use another fucking 20 pounds off.
I'll start at the front. I'll end up in the back in less than 3 minutes.
I think. Now, I also get annoyed though with the intelligence, or not the intelligence, but the preachiness, the holier than thou thing of companies being like, do they really think that readership is so sheep based that they're like, oh, Wolverine smokes? I like Wolverine. I'll smoke too. I mean, has there been anybody buying a comic book that's ever been prompted to smoke because they saw a character smoking in a comic book? To me, that just seems ludicrous.
It seems a little out there.
That you would take that stance that, like, anybody, if there's one person that we can stop from smoking, we'll make these characters not smoke then.
I don't know, but then they're saying, kids read
now
comics.
You're back to not scary farm, remember? You're like, you got to take it. You can't do the ride because, people with mental health issues are offended. Well, now people, now they're taking away people's cigars.
They already did take.
They're letting fat chicks jump around in spandex. It's crazy. What's this world coming to?
Yeah. And I'm all for it. Look, and I get the realistic version of it, which is just like there's always going to be fat people. So why shouldn't they have superheroes that represent how they look? I get it.
Because realistically,
no. What I'm saying is, if I don't have a problem with the cigars, and I definitely don't have a problem with what's her name, Faith being fat. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Like I'm fine with it.
Casper mattresses, come on. We've already said there's nothing better to fuck on than a Casper mattress or jerk off on or, not on it. Like you're laying out, like don't do it on the actual mattress because then you got to clean it up. I'm saying don't stand over it and jerk off. Jerk off on it. Put like a tarp on yourself maybe. If you're a girl, put a tarp under yourself. You know what? Just wrap yourself in a tarp and jerk off on a Casper mattress. You're going to get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting Casper.com/TESD. They are an engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. You're going to go into shock. They've got supportive memory foam, best invention of 2015, although Walt would argue that point. What else am I looking for? It's fucking comfortable, man. It comes in a box. You just order it. It's so easy and it's comfortable. Adaptive pillow, soft breathable sheets. They've got it all. Casper has everything that you need to lay down and go to sleep, or jerk off, masturbate, whatever your thing is. Try for 100 nights risk-free in your own home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you everything. And then probably ship it off to some, less fortunate country so people can jerk off there since everyone loves jerking off. Casper.com/TESD. Boom.
Your idea, oh man, I don't know if I could say this. You remember your idea for recasting Clerks?
Oh, yeah.
It was I wish Kevin had done that. He did recently say that he's not making Clerks 3 because one of the leads wouldn't do it. And I don't think he said who it is, but your idea was to replace that lead with Precious.
Yeah.
And I thought that if Kevin had done that,
not mention it.
Fucking, that would have been, to me, that would have been a fucking must-see. I mean, a must-see anyway because it's Clerks 3, but like everybody would have been talking about it. To just, without mentioning it, replace
that was most important.
A fucking 30-year franchise, the lead with a fucking gender-swapped morbidly obese black woman. It would have been fucking genius. I wish Kevin had done that, man.
But it sounds to me like Ghostbusters, though.
No, why?
Because they didn't do that with Ghostbusters, though.
No,
Well,
he's not saying replace the whole cast with.
Well, my problem with Ghostbusters wasn't that they were female.
But one of the girls was kind of big.
Well, the problem with Ghostbusters was not that they were females. Yeah, Leslie Jones.
Melissa McCarthy? No, I think of Melissa McCarthy, the fat white lady.
Well,
right?
a lot of them didn't have. Well, none of the Ghostbusters had the where you could look at and be like, "Well, they're so hot. That's why we're going to go see Ghostbusters."
To be fair, neither did the original.
No, I mean, but at least you can give them props for that. They weren't like, "Okay, we're going to make Ghostbusters. We're not going to make sexy Ghostbusters. We're going to go with average Ghostbusters."
But that wasn't the problem. The problem was it wasn't in tone with the first movie, and it wasn't a continuation of the first two movies. That was the problem.
Have you seen it? 'Cause
I did. I finally saw
tone.
it. It was not
definitely
in tone with the first Ghostbusters.
How? How is it not
Dude,
in tone?
what are
There's
you
fucking
talking
ghosts
about?
everywhere.
Dude, at one point, Melissa McCarthy's riding around on a fucking proton pack going, whoa, whoa, while her friends are sitting there cracking jokes. What are you talking about? There was nothing even remotely to that.
There was none of that in any of the first two? There was none of that kind of
not.
thing where they're like when they shot the guns, they didn't fly backwards?
No, there wasn't.
But there wasn't? I could have swore there was where they had the first time they shot it, then the force of
in the ballroom, and they went out of control.
Yeah.
You don't see the difference between not being able to control the beam for a few minutes till they get used to it and riding it around like a rodeo in a back alley while your friends crack jokes.
In 1984, they couldn't do what they did. That's why they didn't.
But there's none of those tone of jokes in the original Ghostbusters at all. At all. You know how the first one would have done that is if they lost control of the beam and instead of shutting it off right away, they were like, whoa, and they're like fucking knocking each other's clothes off with it and shit like that.
Is that what happened?
What?
No, but that would have been the tone. That was it. She's literally riding it around like a horse in a back alley. It's a nuclear device that they all just got warned about, and her friends, instead of being concerned at all, are like, whoa, waka waka.
It's a comedy, though.
Yeah, but it's not the same tone as the originals at all.
So there wasn't enough ghosts. Was there not enough? What was it then? See, to me, it felt like the scene, like the heart was there, and I just felt they had too many obstacles to overcome to capture to get that.
It did hit it at times. Like, remember the first time they turned on the proton pack and it fizzled and kind of went down?
Yeah.
Like, that to me was a joke that would have fit in the first.
Did you see
series.
it in the movies or you see it on?
No. I saw it on like a plane.
On a plane. How'd you think of Thor? Wasn't he awesome?
Well, not really.
No. You didn't like Thor. He was so good.
He's going to answer a phone and he's trying to reach through a fish tank to hit the fucking phone. He's bumping his hand into a fish tank trying to reach a phone underwater as opposed to the phone that's right on the desk right in front of him.
You understand what they were doing, right?
Yeah, making a shitty comedy. I understand exactly what they were doing.
But they're making a statement about dumb blondes, but they're just flipping that switch, man. They're flipping on, showing you like, hey, they're flipping the mirror around.
Yeah, but they didn't do it well.
I thought he was really good at it. I thought he was so
the
engaging.
dance sequence, you like that?
I thought that I heard that he was the only good part of the entire movie. He was the only funny.
No, I liked Leslie Jones in it. Again, like the way she joined the team was like they turn around and she's in the office and she's like, "I'm part of the team now." She quit a city job with fucking benefits and pension to join a team that just was like, all right, she's just part of the team. It was no.
What did you think of the old Ghostbusters coming in? Did you like that? Their cameos?
Horrible. The only one, Ernie Hudson was good. I liked Ernie Hudson's. He was good.
It would have been better if they rode proton packs around.
Oh, dude, it was a tough watch.
Is it?
And I wanted to like it.
I don't. Did really? You think?
Yeah, if they had made a good Ghostbusters
you're going to sit there
movie?
and honestly say you wanted to like it?
Yeah, of course. Why would I? Why would I not?
Yeah. All right.
I got the idea you were a hater too. You're ruining my childhood.
No, I said that when they killed Han Solo. But that's just because I was in grief.
Have they killed? Or how much of a setback is it before they touch the franchise again? Now.
Oof. They can't make a sequel to that.
No, they never will. Obviously,
they can't.
Too much politics. It all was politics in my eyes. But
the Sony fucked that up, and then the movie just wasn't good. It just wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You're. I'm definitely in a minority here.
Right.
You're obviously a lot of people feel the way you do, but now how long does it take before they can touch the franchise again? How much do they have to let that taste dissolve in everyone's mouth before they can go back and be like, all right, Ghostbusters, here we're going to roll it out again now?
Well, they either have to do it right away and fucking do it right and do it well.
You mean with 4 funny guys?
Sure. Get some dudes in there, strap on the proton packs, and it has to be well, I heard they're doing the animated movie. And that's what
Is
they're
that
going
a
to try and
theatrical
do.
release, or is that something like on one of those things that's like right to Walmart and shit?
Probably right to Walmart. Who knows?
There's no why even bother.
Why even bother? I agree.
But you're also taking, like you say, Leslie Jones is funny. I'm not familiar with any of her stuff, but you think she's funny?
Yeah. Every time I've seen her on Saturday Night Live, I liked her.
Kristen Wiig, funny. Melissa McCarthy,
Kristen
funny.
Wiig, funny.
Who was the fourth one?
Kate McKinnon.
What has she been in?
She's on Saturday Night Live.
Okay, so why couldn't it's just the shitty script? Because if you have 4 funny women, then they should be able to make it work.
It was not a good script.
Yeah.
It was
Who wrote
just not. I don't know.
Buffy?
It just was not. It was not like they should not have abandoned. They shouldn't have made it its own continuity. That would have been fucking great. And the tone was so off, dude. It was not at all like the original movie. It was like the ghosts. How the fuck do the ghosts look worse today than they did 25 years ago? Like they looked better back then. How's that possible? Like, it doesn't make any sense. The villain was horrible. Like, why is there even a villain? Like a nerd who got picked on too much and he wants to fucking kill people? Like, what are we talking about? Like, why is that in the movie? And what is with the dance sequence? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, he really thought it was a good idea to put a fucking dance sequence in Ghostbusters? It's the mark of a fucking movie that's going to annoy people.
I thought that was a nod to the video. The Ray Parker Jr. video. I thought that was, again, just them being like, you know what? People loved it when we danced in the video. Why won't they love it now?
So put it in another video.
Because it's a movie.
Because it's a movie. It's a movie. Yeah. And Thor was good when it didn't go too far. He was funny. I like the jokes that they made about him, but like that shit with like trying to answer a phone in a fish tank, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, what am I watching?
All right. I mean, we talked about Ghostbusters. Get back to the Dalai Lama. Now, Dalai Lama, widely regarded as a fairly chill dude.
Yeah.
He's always, he wrote a book, had The Art of Happiness or whatever. He's very calm and serene.
Like he comes from a country that's been completely taken over and subjugated.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh.
You don't know if a student at the University of California, San Diego is listening. They claim the Tibetan leader is oppressive. Chinese students are leading objections to the event, which will see the Dalai Lama give a commencement speech. They've claimed that his presence is offensive because of his campaign to make Tibet more independent, contrary to the communist government's position that Tibet is a region of China under their control. Arguments over Tibetan independence have raged for decades, but this dispute is remarkable because activists are conducting it through the language of social justice. So this is one student on Facebook says, so you guys protest against Trump because he disrespects Muslims, blacks, Hispanics, LGBT, etc., but invites this oppressor, misspelled, to make a public speech? The hypocrisy is appalling. So if I understand this correctly, it's Chinese people who came from China to go to college here, and they're mad that the Dalai Lama is like, look, we don't want to be part of China. We want to make Tibet an independent nation. That's what they're mad about, and they're appalled by it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, right?
Well, they've
protested every last person they can protest.
They don't agree. Look, they don't. Agree. He doesn't agree with their point of view. Thus, it's time to protest.
Okay. They consider the Dalai Lama a threat to stability in China, akin to a terrorist who wants to split the country. Is Tibet that big? I didn't think it was. China's pretty big. I thought Tibet was a very small part.
Is there?
And isn't Pakistan? They want it too.
I have no clue, dude.
Is the Dalai Lama has been? That's a mantle, right? Like, there's been many Dalai Lamas, right?
I'm not really familiar. How many Dalai Lamas are there? Let's see.
Maybe they're right.
Cool, man.
Maybe those students are right. What do I know? Look, they're entitled to their point of view. Why shouldn't they protest? What's your problem with protest, bro?
Fucking protest everything, man.
Yeah, but what else are they gonna do? Let them protest.
Fucking, you know what? You're lucky. Assuming they're from China and they got here, and you're in a country that
allows protest.
I mean, for fuck's sake, it's like people just. Are you telling me you don't think people look for shit to get pissed at?
I know they do.
Right.
Yeah, but why are you going to get pissed about
But
it?
the man who won't
not pissed.
protest
I'm
anything is
not
mad
pissed.
about anybody who'll protest anything.
That's not true.
though.
I'll tell you what I protested. I probably am the only one at this table who's ever been in a march. You ever been in a march?
Does the St. Patrick's Day parade count?
No.
Oh, then no.
Okay. Back right after 9/11, when we're about to enter the war with Iraq, I was at my brother's place in San Francisco. And yeah, we had some flowers in our hair. We got really stoned at this park, and this march happened by. They were marching against the Iraq war. And I was like...
Right after 9/11?
No, it was like whenever we got into... It was after 9/11.
Right.
It was when we started mixing it up with Iraq.
Mm.
And it might have been like 2004 or something. And we saw these people marching by, and I was like, fuck it, let's join.
I guess technically.
I didn't have any signs or anything,
Right.
but I was just so stoned. I was like, I've never been in a march before. I'll do it. What the fuck? So we marched around a little bit, and then I was like, all right, that's enough marching.
Yeah.
But I did it.
You did it. You protested the war in Iraq.
Yeah.
This aggression will not stand.
Yeah. I was sick of it. Tired of it. Not tired of the Dalai Lama, though. Let me see. Well, first, hold on. Here's a list. 14.
I thought you were going to segue right into a commercial right there.
$14. I don't even know what the commercials are this week. So.
All right.
But the fat news.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that maybe I can get behind. I'm very, very upset about this. Have you ever heard of the show This Is Us?
No.
Okay. Evidently, it's pretty popular, right?
Cool.
I'm going to start a movement. All right. The acronym works out. It's Fatties Against Tricksters. So we're going to call our group Fat.
Fatties Against Tricksters.
Right. And here's where the trickiness comes in. I guess people are very upset because it's a show about super fat people.
Okay.
Like that lady.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays the husband isn't as fat as he pretends to be. He wears a fat suit.
No.
Yes. Now, this is a job that could be going to another actor, like, say, me.
Well, you're not her husband. Is it a reality show?
No, it's not a reality show.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
She said that she's defending it, the fat wife.
That's
she said
fat washing?
Yeah. I think they're trying to erase us fatties from history. We test a lot of gentlemen who are bigger. I get it. People think the authenticity is kind of ruined by that, but Chris has been heavier. So I think he understands the plight of being overweight. Like now she has to explain it, why he's like, he's not that fat, but he required a little extra padding. I guess this is them. He's not fat enough.
That's him without padding?
I think that's him with a little belly padding. But you can tell by like his neck and face and his arms that the dude is not like, he's not a pin, for Christ's sakes.
So I don't understand your position. What side are you on here?
I'm, what was I?
Because I could see you going either way with this. I don't know where we're landing.
Yeah, I'm mad that this fat guy is wearing padding. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe just like everything else, people wear prosthetics, and superheroes can't really fly, and not everything's a fucking documentary. So you don't have to get mad. But here it is. The fat community, they're upset. He's not. He's a phony. Just remember when that fat model got thin?
Yeah,
everyone got mad at her, and then she put on some more weight again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a vicious circle, man.
That would mean that
how do we deal with
Santa
this?
Clauses in the malls across America would not be able to wear a little bit extra padding.
Hey, if I have my way, that's ending. Skinny Santa's all around this year. Unless you're fat, give the job to real fat people.
This is
you know what? Day without fat people. Now what is everybody
where are you going to not show up to?
The restaurant industry just shuttered.
Yeah. The line cooks are like, all right, we're here. And we're like, guess what? We don't need you. All the fucking fatties stayed home.
Oh, man.
But there's something coming up, a day without women now.
No.
Yep.
Doing what?
I don't know. I guess they're fighting for their rights, the rights that they don't get. I'm not sure what they are, but
You're really plugged in, huh?
today I am.
Yeah, this shit I don't even care about anymore.
Day without a woman. Let's see. It's a strike, Q. What, you have women on your Q? I mean, on your show. I was there.
Most of my crew is.
I was going to say, there were a lot of them. They're
More
not
female.
showing up.
They'll
You're
show.
going to have to fire them.
No, my crew.
The strike is planned for March 8th in the spirit of women and their allies coming together for love and liberation. We offer a day without a woman.
I'll tell you what, though, if members of my crew came to me, if Shay came to me and said, I want to go to this march, I would move the schedule for her.
I don't even think they're marching. I think they're hanging out.
They can hang out. Shay can hang out if we want. I would move the schedule so that she could have her day. But Shay would not. Shay is a member of my crew. Shay would not just not show up for work. She wouldn't do it.
Do you think she would even be like, I want to go, I want to do this thing?
I don't think she would do that. But if she did, I would be like, all right, so we'll change the day. Shoot another day.
Look at you. You're so woke, man. What would you do?
It's a day off for me.
What would you do?
The fuck?
So really self-serving?
Yeah, take the whole week. Let's do a woman's month.
It's not really going to affect the stash too much. You know, Mike and
Get him.
Mike and get him will probably be here. I think. And it, you know,
What if it goes a step further?
unless
Day
they're
without a woman?
they're so passionate, you know, that they want to support the cause. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's fine. I can handle.
What's the cause?
The day without women.
Day without autism.
No, I didn't ask what it is. What's the cause? Like, do you know what exactly is it that they're? What statement are they making?
Well, they're making a statement. It's like, don't take us for granted. We'll show you how much you do depend on us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know how I plan to celebrate it? I'm going to go to the deli to get a sandwich instead. Boom!
tell him, Steve Dave. Mike and Ming have the nut to come in on this.
Like, I've done things that I don't really want to do for the money.
What is it that you're afraid is going to happen, though, if you fail?
Yeah, nobody cares about you, so you're not letting anyone down.
Yeah. Well, when you put it that way.
Really? I mean... Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. Pop! that's the sound of the cherry on this new microphone that we had to buy since Ming stole our other ones.
Woo.
There won't be any clicking. I don't think so.
Unless Walt's microphone's clicking.
It sounds pretty good to me. Walt's been giving me shit saying I'm responsible for clicking and all sorts of
No, you're
other
not
phantom
responsible
sounds.
for clicking, but I mean, I would think.
No, fuck it. You're responsible.
All right,
How do I word this?
If you're handling the recording, yeah. I
To
guess
be blunt.
Well, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be responsible, would I?
No.
Okay. And it probably wouldn't be Q. He didn't bring the equipment. He didn't set it up.
No,
So,
it wouldn't be.
I mean, it would have.
our
it would
normal
just-
our normal
by-
equipment was in here.
by
That was the
default,
problem.
It would.
Right, it falls on
your-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it, and I love that you got those big, broad shoulders, and you take it. And
I'll carry it.
You take responsibility, and you man up to it, and I love that about you. That you know that wasn't always the case.
Yeah, you know what? You know what changed me? Watching my mother refuse to be wrong about anything. And always trying to like no matter what, like that moment of like, all right, how am I going to just put this little tiny wedge in here and then try to spread it as much as I can and let the fucking truth fall through, get lost, and I'll just be right. And isn't that really what matters? Right, Mom? All right.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm curious how important is it to be right for you personally, like.
I guess it depends on what we're talking about, right?
Just in general, in general, how important is it for you to be?
I like how you're baiting me with this as if most people are like, well, I love being wrong. So I guess like 1% of the time, I guess, is, like, who doesn't want to be right all the time? Of course, it's a 10. Nothing's more important.
There are people out there who don't care if they're right. They truly don't let it affect them. They carry on.
Through lives with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, they're just so
Not caring.
beaten down. Yeah.
And so it's a 10
I'm
for
probably going to be wrong anyway. No, I'll give it. It's going to be high though. It's going to probably
gotta
be like an
be.
8. Yeah.
I was going to say it's probably in the 9 range.
Yeah, you think
needle's,
9
that
point
needle's
something?
almost touching 10, I think.
Right.
Do you feel like you're normally right?
I will give my. I feel like. Well, it depends. Again, it depends on what. Am I making life decisions for me? And no, that's where the 0.5% of being wrong.
So where it counts.
I'm saying-
When it matters most.
yeah,
Say la vie.
yeah. That's what I'm like. Fuck it. Yeah. Other. I mean, look. I guess I'm wrong a lot on this show because people love to tell you when you get like something wrong about it. Like, hey man, if you don't know about walls in Mexico, then don't talk about them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Don't talk about anything.
you're in that strange or that you're doing what a lot of people don't do, though. You're putting your opinions out there, and if you are willing to put your opinions out there, you're gonna have to, accept that.
Can I
there's
live in
gonna be-
whatever world you live in where people aren't putting their opinions out there? Because that's all I see all the time.
Yeah, but you put them out there in a much more public consumption, more so than the average man.
Than the average
Or
say,
woman.
ghost pussy tweet.
Yeah, like somebody tweets something. I mean, the average person tweets something, it gets seen a little bit, but not. You're doing it to a bit
Right.
bigger base. Don't you agree, Q? I mean, not huge.
Would you call me one of New Jersey's bravest?
Didn't you feel though? I mean, Q. I mean, you could be honest. Didn't you feel early on though that like he could say no wrong? He would. No, he could say
Teflon.
he could say anything and he wouldn't. There'd be no blowback. I mean, the most heinous stuff.
Yeah.
Now the most like innocent things you just see like rambling of like how just to take him down. It feels like.
Where do
What
you
happened?
where do you see that stuff? I haven't noticed it.
He gets emails.
The internet. Emails
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I got
Maybe people just sick of his shit. Maybe it
You
just
think
took
that's
this
it?
long to just build up.
Yeah,
People,
it's over.
overload. You too. But no, I don't believe so.
no,
The veneer has been scraped away.
maybe-
We see for what you are.
just a metal frying pan with no Teflon on it.
You think it may be just a
Regular old
different,
frying pan.
a different listener that was maybe not around or not listening when early on. I felt early on like he was like,
I was a golden boy.
oh my god. I mean, like they were just like nothing could be said that, and they didn't, and people weren't clapping and going, bravo, bravo, bravissimo, like more. Now
Auteur.
it's like, now it's like no more, no mas.
Well, you know what?
It's always political stuff.
People-
That's what people don't.
Not
want.
always.
No.
No.
What else?
No. Oh my God, they're like.
I don't know why we talk about political
Any
stuff
number
anymore.
of things.
Oh, it could be your personal decisions and your personal actions now.
Yeah,
or
some
even
people got
causing-
mad that I hit my own car with a bat. And
Yeah,
just like, how does
yeah.
that get somebody upset? I don't get it.
I think year one you could have hit your car and people would have been like, it would have been doubled over. And
Right, they would have been.
laughing. And,
Well done.
now I don't know if it's a different listener or they've just grown tired of.
Well, I find that the influx we had of IJ fans that came in are really very accepting. Like they don't really give a shit. I'm proud to say.
So you're saying it's not the influx.
I don't think it's
IJ
newer
fans
ants
that are
because
causing this.
they seem to be cool. Some of the old time people, I think, resent the new time people, and it's creating like a little bad blood, and then that's just putting
Why do I
bad
gotta
blood
pay
in the
for
water.
it?
Fuck, dude, I just had a whole trial. Fucking, I'm still getting shit about the kissing devil.
I was wondering, Q. We were talking. We went to L.A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to Hollywood, man. We went out
Did
to
you
Hollywood.
conquer Hollywood?
In a way, yes. I mean, I big timed Q.
You did big time me.
We went to the Rainbow Room.
What's that?
It's a
The Rainbow Bar and
Is it
Grill,
for,
not the Rainbow
is it
Room.
for people who would?
No, it's
No, gross.
the exact opposite. The Rainbow Bar and Grill was in the heart of hair metal. Like Lemmy hung out there.
Yeah? Well,
That was Lemmy's
Lemmy's
place.
not hair metal, though.
No. But it was all types of music. That was Lemmy's place. You could find them there. There's giant statues of him now. They've actually made statues, and they named one of the bars after him.
Okay.
It's like
So you went to the Rainbow Room,
It's where metal lived.
lived, but not anymore. Lived
Yeah,
in the
kind of still.
past tense.
It's right next to the Roxy Theater. It's right near the Whiskey. It's right near the Viper
Would the
Room.
crew have played there?
Oh, for sure. There are pictures on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are pictures where, like, this is what I like hanging. Like, I really, really like hanging with Q because there's very few people in your life that you can create an entire backstory from one picture of a band, like this band called Straight Jacket. And I had never heard of them, and he had never heard of them.
I've never heard of them.
You've never
What
heard
year would they have been at their height?
It looked like
tell.
80s.
80?
Yeah, it looked like maybe 85 to 90, somewhere in there. But it's that, it's Straight Jacket coming in as a band, wondering why their picture was taken off the wall, asking to talk to the manager. It's just so much fun,
What's so much fun?
just sitting there bullshitting.
Oh.
Just bullshitting.
Hours.
For just, no mics or no reason, just to do it.
The conversation goes everywhere. It's like old school. It was like fun, man.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I started demanding that my picture be on the wall. It was not received well.
Yeah. Well, there was the waitress there. We went in and we hung out. We had some drinks and stuff. And
I
then,
didn't really
then we left.
demand my picture to be on the wall, just for everybody who's like, I fucking knew it. He's an asshole. Sadly, we have to explain these things these days, Walter.
Yeah, back in the day, they would have been like, "Oh, well done." But so she, so we get some drinks and shit, and then we leave, and then we come back, and during that time, somebody was like, "Oh, those guys are the one guy's on this show, the other guy's on that show," and when she saw us come back in, she's like, "Oh, hey." And she was like, "Oh, our bartender makes the greatest, what was it, martinis or
Margaritas.
Margarita." And as we're walking back to the bar, she's like, "Your show, my brother's real into comics, so I know you." He was like, "I don't know him though." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then we get to the fucking bar, right? And as the bartender is making the drink, she turns to me. She goes, "You know these aren't free, right?" And for just a split second, I was like, "She's kidding around," but I could see in her face. She's like, "But it's a really great drink." like, it seemed like she had more pull than to tell. Like, I mean, what hard salesmanship? That's a hard sell.
Yeah, especially the fact that we were just sitting at a table with our friends to have dinner and order drinks. Like, why pull us to the bar specifically to get drinks?
Yeah.
just to show you off.
I don't know. The bartender seemed to not give a fuck or no.
Right.
You're
At
a
all.
show pony?
Yeah. And then she's like, great. Look who I hitched my wagon to. This fucking fat nag. Idiot. Yeah, we had meetings and we fucking partied
Yeah, we did a lot of partying.
by watching
Partying?
Blair Witch and
Blair Witch, the Oscars.
Ouija Origins of Evil.
Yeah, we watched a lot of shitty horror movies. We went to see Steel Panther, which is a like throwback hair metal band that like plays in in that style. They do covers and they stay in character the whole time. They bring up like 10 chicks on stage, have them start making out. It's awesome.
They did something though that even I was like, oh, you just stop saying it.
Yeah, that was...
because they're trying to get them the flash. Now, having lived in the 80s and gone to concerts where it's like titties are everywhere versus today where you would be like, oh, well, it's Hollywood and kids are out and fucking like anything goes, but anything does not go. They seem very conscious.
Well, don't they have, everybody has cell phones now.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to be on acting like unprofessional, you know.
I was trying. Nobody would point their camera at me. But yeah,
there's ramifications now.
Yeah.
But like that, yeah, like everyone has learned that like you can't just go up there, flash your tits, and then be like, "Hey, I want to be a teacher." Like 4 years later, I think there's something wrong with that. But I think those make the best teachers.
Yeah,
those girls.
life experience get you going.
Right. It can't be all books. But yeah, these girls were like, no. And I just wanted the guy to stop saying it because it was so obviously not happening. And I stood in the corner and watched people, and they were having a good time.
I was
They were
rocking
rocking out.
blessed.
You was rocking
We
out.
were rocking, dude. We were there with Adam Green, a friend of mine, film director, did the Hatchet movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a lot of fun. He's a big
sounds
metalhead.
like it was a good time.
You should have went. They were asked when we went to the meeting. They asked about you.
They did ask.
Oh
about
yeah,
it. Yeah. We
Somebody,
took
a power meeting.
We took
My name was brought up in a power meeting.
Oh yeah.
Was it the first thing brought up?
Yeah, they're like, wait, where's Paul? At least these schmucks get in.
How far into the meeting did it go before?
Well, it was an hour-long meeting at a huge agency, and it was all about Tell 'em Steve Dave. So it came pretty quick.
Wait a minute. So I mean, if I'm part of Tell 'em Steve Dave, I didn't even know there was a meeting about Tell 'em Steve Dave.
We should have conferenced you in.
Yeah, I guess we should have conferenced you.
What?
Well, this is your unceremonious ejection.
So
I feel like it's your fault. People.
So you
don't like
guys
me
had
as
a
much.
power meeting about Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Yeah, power meeting about it.
Didn't feel a need to mention it to me,
Well, you
but
do
that's
know.
okay now.
You would know if I told you what we talked about.
Okay, so what was on the?
All the animation stuff.
Oh, okay.
It was that's what I'm saying. Like the stuff we talked about.
Not the clay animation.
No, they asked about clay animation, and I said, "Well, I had a
You
guy."
guys are the guys. You're the clay guys. Like, yeah.
Different animation.
Different
that
animation.
hasn't been seen yet.
Right,
by the public.
exactly. Right.
Special secret animation that's going to.
Right.
It's going to turn your notice from clay to regular animation, hopefully.
Well, what happens is like you work with people who are easy to work with and do their job, and you want to carry them with them into a bigger project.
Bring them into power meetings.
That's what we're trying to do. Trying to reward the people who have done good work for us.
Okay. All right. So how did it go then?
We're pretty
Was
fucking
it?
well.
Was it? So did you sign any papers?
We have a little homework to do. Vector Management, who's my management company, is going to be cutting
A check for me?
cutting a check for you. Yes, he's going to be cutting.
Make sure Walt gets this. That was the first thing he said. He had a check when we walked in.
Yeah,
What's he get? What you said? I'm sorry, I cut you off. You're going to be cutting a what?
like a sizzle reel, as they call it in the business, Walt.
A sizzle reel.
Yes.
It'll be your second. Your second sizzle
Yeah.
reel.
So
Really?
got
So
that.
we have to make one then.
Yeah, but a lot of the material's already there due to the project we haven't announced yet.
I liked your response to that. The other guy's like, you got to make a sizzle reel. And he just looks at him for a second. He's like, well, who's going to do that? That's like you said. It's not going to be me.
Yeah. So our boy Dex is going to be on that.
Nice.
But yeah, we got some. We got.
So
I went in with the attitude of like, who wants to expand the podcast? And the agents were like, no, like it's a thing now, like where they're trying to find the right way to exploit podcasts into something else.
we don't have to move out to the West Coast, do we?
We do not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're safe for now.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We all live and work here. So we'll see. We're on it.
Could you see Walt as an LA guy? How would Walt handle LA? Let's say he lives in you'd be a Valley guy,
Burbank.
probably. You live in Burbank. I could see you living in Burbank.
I think Walt could pull it off anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Beverly
It's
Hills.
warmer out there.
sure.
Be away from the devils.
Malibu.
That's okay. They suck.
Yeah. I guess.
Oh, originally I was going to ask you, Q, because we touched on it when we were there. Somebody was talking about I have 2 cats. Now, when I went to get the cats, I filled out paperwork and I gave them money, and I walked away with a cat.
Who's they?
The adoption agency, ASPCA. At no point was I swinging my dick, being like, "I rescued this cat." Now, Q literally rescued a cat
Yeah.
off of the BQE. So, do you take issue with people who are like, "This is a rescue. I rescued this"?
No, I think, maybe they did rescue him. Maybe that cat would have been put down if they hadn't got him.
I think anybody who's taking care of an animal rescued that animal, even if they bought it out of a pet store. They rescued that animal. No, I'm
That
serious.
doesn't sound self-serving at all.
I'm serious.
Even
though.
if that dog is $5,000.
Even if that dog, it was a $5,000 dog. I rescued that puppy, and he probably would have been put down.
Right, it was his last day. They had in his cage there was a calendar with X's on it.
But if I want to say I rescued him, are you really going to take umbrage with that? Are you really going to give me a hard time?
Yeah, a little
Why?
bit. Because to rescue something, by definition, means to save from peril or a situation that's Get him's more of a rescue than your dog.
Yeah, but you know what, though, dude? Here's why I don't want to argue with the rescue term. Because if it makes people feel good and it gets more people out
agree with
there
that.
adopting cats, then I'm fine with the verbiage that gets these cats and dogs nice homes.
Okay.
If it makes them feel good.
Yeah, if you feel good about yourself, isn't that what life is all about? Just
You know, Bri, how you feel good about yourself
Yeah.
all the
No,
time?
trying to
exactly
achieve it.
it.
Well, no, trying to achieve it. I mean,
No.
isn't that what life's all about? Trying to achieve it.
Trying to achieve
Trying to
happiness?
achieve it. I mean, I'm not saying you're
working towards
working
what
towards
so
it,
many
at least.
people take for granted?
And if you feel better about yourself by saying you rescued it rather than you purchased it at a store, I mean, I don't see any harm with that. I
Got say American Express points for it.
Can I use my black card to rescue this poor $5,000 purebred dog? He looks so upset.
But
It's a boutique too. It's not even like a pet, like a mall pet store. Like you got your shit
Like
from
Park Avenue down the block. Yeah.
But who knows where he may wound up though?
Sure.
He may wound up where maybe fighting another dog in some sort of dog
Michael
fighting
Vick
ring.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if people pay $5,000 for a bait dog. That seems. I mean, maybe if you're real rich.
He's tough.
Is he tough? You have to carry him up and down the stairs.
Well,
You can't be
yeah.
that
I mean, the only thing that gives him problems are stairs, but otherwise he's
You do. You rescue him from exercise. I'll give you that much.
he's put on about 40 pounds since I bought him. Since I
Holy
got him.
shit. How big? I thought he's a small dog.
He's a small dog. I mean, have you seen him, right? I mean, he's just a bowling ball. Yeah, he's thick.
Wait, you're talking about your dog and not get him. I'm getting confused here.
Get him. What are we going to do, man, about you? You got to get in shape.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad. Get him.
I'm not saying this to make him feel bad.
Right. No, you know what? According to these guys, they're saying, fuck it. Don't worry about what other people's definitions of you are. All you have to say is what? You're unthin.
Yeah, I'm unthin. I'm definitely. I want to join your group, FAT.
Okay, you're in?
Yeah.
Oh, I got fat news, too.
Yeah. And in fact, I even proposed the best date for the upcoming Day Without a Fat Person.
What day is that?
I think the 14th of this month because it's 3/14. It's Pi Day.
It's my fucking birthday, bro. You can't bail
that's
out on my
pretty clever,
birthday.
Get him? I like that.
Hey, you're taking my day from me.
Yeah, but it'll be also.
You'll appreciate it, man. Your birthday, and I'm not going to be around. Neither is Get him, because we're too fucking fat for you, fucking Hollywood.
Yeah,
Fuck
my
you.
dog's not going to show up either.
Yeah, me, Get him, and Walt's dog are going to fucking won't be marching around outside.
Not too fast. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not so much march as just sit in a lawn chair.
Yeah. We march half a block and all three of us are drinking water out of bowls on the sidewalk.
But you know what Gidim also has? Like, you're talking to him about his physical,
His carriage.
his health right now, right?
I'm not making fun. I got to be clear. I'm not making fun of him.
But I also,
just concerned.
there is definitely something mentally. I don't want to say mentally is too strong a word, but he has
Mentality.
some sort of. I don't know what the proper word is. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use a harsh.
It's not
word.
autism?
No. I think he's afraid of success.
No.
He is. He doesn't want to
That's a
achieve.
hell of a job, fucker. You're really good at what you do. That must be the scariest shit ever. He's like fucking Indian snakes, you know? Success.
He's terrified of bettering himself. I have offered him a multitude of plans to change his life and to become something more than he is.
Can you give an example of one of these plans?
I have business plans that I offer him that I think I'm not like he thinks I'm fooling around.
Is it like Ralph Cramden type shit?
What happens is his binding guy is going out of business, so he wants me to start taking up binding.
Hold on, no, that you're jumping way ahead of the game.
Okay.
First, you're an apprentice binder to one.
No, I told him like he has a truck. He should do what's in vogue right now, is open up a business clearing out houses, and then you get to keep all that stuff that you clear out and go and sift through it before you take it to the dump, and then sell it. And we call it get 'em out. I told him that we would call it a business. Yeah. And all he's got to do is, and he can market that. He can market that and do a commercial on Tell 'em Steve Dave, sell Get 'em out T-shirts that he would wear, his crew would wear.
I tell you what, I would even do a commercial for him, like
Right.
a television, like a local access commercial. I'd do one for him.
Right?
Wait, by him, do you mean them? Because you know there's a silent partner in this business. One without a truck and a willingness to clear shit out of other people's houses.
But I also know why. I do know why he's opposed to this idea. Why he has no interest in it. Because I brought him to my house to move some stuff, and I wound up moving most of it myself because he's so fucking out of shape and so lazy.
That makes it rough.
That makes it tough if that's going to be your business, right?
And your business partner. I mean, Jesus Christ. He's up on the hard sell.
But I thought he could I would be able to look through the truck and sift through the garbage that he got out of the house. I'd be like, okay, we could sell this, we could sell this, we could sell that. The rest goes to the dump. Then when
you're done with the dump, go and list it on eBay.
Yeah, then go list it on eBay. But hey, man, I put up all the cash. I'm going to put up all the cash to buy it, but you have no interest in it. And then I also, like he said, I've been
You don't
buying.
have to do it alone. You can go to Home Depot and pick up one of the workers that are always hanging out there.
That's
So Mike
exactly what was said to
So
him.
PC. One of the workers. Why don't you say what you mean?
Yeah, let it. Yeah.
Why don't you say it?
Why is that? Why? That's why America's so great. People. That's why people are coming across that border,
Right.
To get to because they're looking for
Because they
work.
can go to so they can go to Home Depot and work, right? Or they could go down
make
to
a better life. And
exactly. I just want Quinn to say it.
To say what?
You know what?
I don't know what you want. Why? What? Because they're Mexican?
Aha!
Mexican?
That's not even what I was thinking.
When does that turn into
Fucking
Let's Make
dude.
America Great Again?
Let me tell you something. If Gidim worked half as hard as a fucking,
oh my God, he
those
does.
guys that hang out at the store,
He's
he'd be the next Kevin Smith.
well. Like I asked him, I said,
Without the talent, I guess.
how badly do you want to be able to have your own business and to be financially just responsible in your own, you made it your way.
Just not embarrassed.
Wait, now are you talking to me or get him?
I said I'd like fuck you money.
No, don't no. But
Who the fuck are you, Joey Fatone? Where are you? Fuck you, money.
Yeah, who
How
are you
long
saying
gotta
F
work
you
for
to?
Fuck you, money.
Fucking,
Who are
I
you
don't even
saying
have
that
fucking
to?
To
money.
you.
is that yeah, the guy who's just looking out for him at every angle. He doesn't care.
Who set him up with Get Him Out, and now he's like,
No,
he's got
it's not
saved up
only
enough
that.
fuck you money. He's like, fuck you in your comic book store.
Yeah. In essence, yeah, he sticks his middle finger at me daily. He does. He does.
Maybe not literally, but definitely metaphorically.
No, he's not looking.
At every turn.
Yeah, when he's not looking.
And then
He's
what?
got other people with this. He's not going to Mike.
I need Mike here. He's my left arm.
Right.
And Mike's on TV. He doesn't.
Get him's just a bunion on my foot. I can get him out of the store for 4 or 5 days a week. Have him just work weekends.
The human corn.
But then also what I've been into lately is I've been binding books. Have you ever heard of this, Q? Binding comic books?
I have. I know a buddy of mine's really into it.
It is like a new obsession of mine. Taking series and runs of books that have never been collected in hardcovers, and making them into a hardcover, and I've become addicted to this almost. But my guy, my supplier,
That's a cat. Don't worry about it.
okay.
I now just travel with cats.
He's leaving the
I
country.
rescued him.
So I believe that.
Yeah.
Just rescued it while he was
Just while he's
off
sitting
mic.
there.
Well, my supplier is leaving the country. He's shutting down his binding business, and I said, "There's a vacuum."
Right.
I said, "Get him. You know how to sew.
Do
we
you?
we have access to.
that's cool.
Actually, aren't you? You said you're quite the seamstress, right? Seamstress.
I don't think I've tooted my own horn
Little
that much.
thimble.
But, yeah. I have some sewing prowess.
Again, I said I would invest if you want to start your own bookbindery company, and again, no interest.
I have heard a lot of Colin Bunn, the writer.
Yeah.
He gets all his books binded. He is a guy. If you need a guy,
I'm going to be needing a guy.
he obsessively binds his comics.
Hope it's not the same guy that we were using that's leaving the country.
I know Ming has a foot binding business. Has a healthy black market trade
Speaking
in.
of Ming, Walt actually suggested to Mike and Ming that they start this binding
Well,
business
I thought
first.
we all could go
because
in on it.
since they do apparently a comics podcast, that they would have this built-in customer base.
Stop it! Why- You're saying it with a mocking tone in your voice, and it's pissing me off. Because listen to the Q. You're a businessman. That's why these two fucks sit in squalor.
Oh, he's
both
in
of
it.
them,
Yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
giggling, and laughing without rubbing two dimes together between
Right.
the both of them.
Right.
Listen to this. My idea.
I agree. I agree. You got to
Mike
try
and Ming
stuff.
Mike and Ming have the nut to
Yeah, all
come
over
in
their
on this.
faces.
To go in on this. To go in on this business plan.
Right.
We start a comic book binding company between us, right?
Right.
What do we have access to? A comic book store with customers who buy comic books.
Right.
We push it to the clientele coming in here. Mike and Ming have a comic book podcast where they could pimp the business continuously.
Right.
Ming has the Photoshop technique and talents to design the perfect website and the book that design the dust jackets and all the bells and whistles that you need to have to start this business. We have everything in place except the moxie and the will and the drive, which is everything. If you don't have any of those,
So we've got nothing.
yeah, you're right. You just said it. We got nothing, and you will continue to have nothing as long as you sit there sitting next to Brian Johnson, laughing like, "Oh, this is great. I have shit, and I will always be shit."
Yeah.
Of course.
Welcome.
It's
this is what it's
astonishing.
like.
It's astonishing that they think it's funny and they don't want to. I mean, Mike
I
was
didn't even
into
get the fucking offer. What do you
But you don't offer anything to the business, though.
All right.
So
Fuck you then.
I will say that. Do you know how much?
Unless we make glue out of your bones.
Why am I like an asshole for not jumping in on the business when you're pretty much useless?
because I knew you'd just laugh and scoff at it.
No way. I would do a commercial.
At least do as much as Q.
Do you know how much easier my life would be, Walt, if I wasn't constantly trying to branch out and find new areas for me to go into? Like I could just do the TV show and just fucking relax.
But you're driven.
Gotta have drive, man.
You got it.
Gotta
You-
make hay while the sun shines.
If you don't have drive, you're just sitting in park, and you're not even in neutral. You're just parked in a fucking.
Trailer park.
Drinking foot-tall beers.
Tall voice. Yeah. That'd be sweet.
I don't want.
Is that why don't you go in on it? 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah, stop fucking laughing.
Yeah,
and just tell us really, why are you afraid of success?
I have a solid reason. This job was not offered to me at all, or it just came to my attention. but you, yeah, like if you can sew and you can haul garbage, then why have you turned down 2 legit business opportunities?
I know nothing about binding other than the fact I can sew, and I'm not even sure how you sew books together. So
but you learn.
You're a smart guy. So you've told us, right? Over and over again, every day at the store, you continuously remind us of how smart you are.
Smarter than Brian. With that banner.
Always, and okay, and now
At the bar?
listen, I don't know if you have closely now. You'll be laughing together because he continuously tells us how much smarter he is than you for some reason. He loves to
The
point
mark of
that
a true
out.
dummy. Can you imagine? Like, guess who I'm smarter than? You know that other jerk off who they won't even ask to join their bookbinding
Like,
business?
no kidding, right? How often does he make a point for absolutely for no reason whatsoever to mention that he's smarter than Brian Johnson? Oh, Johnson. He won't even use your first name. He'll use your last
Really?
name because
Like with derision?
Yes, yes. It's weird.
Wow.
It's bizarre.
Daily.
Ah,
Yeah, there's some
no
sort of
way this is
competition
going
I
on.
didn't even know about. That
me either. Like, do you know how many times in a day I'm like, hey, I'm smarter than Gidim, you know this, right? Like, 0.
I was gonna say,
0.
has it ever come up ever?
Not once. No. Let alone multiple times a day.
I think I learned how to shoehorn it in.
Oh, and he does. He doesn't even shoehorn. It doesn't shoehorn it in gracefully. It's always awkwardly
Yeah, you're
to
like-
people who don't even know who Johnson even is.
Yeah, somebody's like, oh man, my elbow smarts. They're like, hey, you know who's not smart? At least not as smart as me.
Johnson.
Johnson, huh? Who's that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But can
He's
you
a nothing.
can you just tell us why you don't want to try to become just like your own man? Wouldn't that be awesome? I would think. Well, I think it would be just very. Especially you got people who want you to succeed. People in your camp.
I think, like most people, I'm afraid of failure.
Well, you've mastered that, so don't be afraid. I think Walter,
But
you're
you're
afraid of
definitely
success.
on the-
I don't want to fail at being a failure.
But you have to fail. You know, not everything's a fucking.
Success.
Yeah, sometimes you got a claymation movie on your resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything's you have to try to fail. You'll get to something eventually.
I'm just afraid of flying too close to the sun and having my wings melt and falling into the sea.
But let's talk
He's
it through.
lying.
I can't even
He's
imagine how
lying,
strong
though.
those wings would have to
No,
be
he's got a
anywhere near the
stupid
fucking
look on his
sun.
face.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny instead of we're trying to make you open up for once and let listeners into the real you, which I don't think they've ever really seen.
What is more real
Or
than I'm
heard.
afraid of failure? I mean, that's a pretty.
Why though? Like what is it that you're afraid is going to happen though if you fail?
Yeah, nobody cares about you, so you're not letting anyone down.
Yeah. Well, when you put it that way.
Really? I mean, what is there to be afraid of though?
Failing, and
But what will happen if you fail? What do you think's going to happen? Who's going to be upset?
It's a fear of failure and the unknown. I don't know who's.
But you have to love failure, dude. That's how you grow. That's how you learn.
Like how many times? I mean, you see people who fail a lot and still, but through those failures they learn. Though you see it firsthand. I mean, and tell them, Steve, Dave, how many things have we fucking fucked up, but then we've used it to our benefit and turned it around and made it either something. We've made something out of lemons constantly.
I'm
Not
Maybe not
lemonade.
lemonade.
I was going to say lemonade, but we've taken lemons and turned it into something at least
Some sort
digestible.
Of, yeah, some sort of sour, like prison toilet
You
bowl
could choke
wine.
it down if you really try.
What's that called? What's that Wayne called?
Jenkum? What is it, Jenkum?
Jenkum. Shot the 2-liter and shook it up.
I mean, I don't.
It's almost like you're his dad. You're like looking
Yeah,
at your son.
I feel
how
like
figure
at
your
times,
must
like
look at me.
I feel at times like and again, just almost like a father. I feel unappreciated too at times because I feel I have kind of taken an interest in him, and at times I'm like, well, why? Why? He doesn't seem to care or appreciate it, and I get annoyed by it.
Turn him over your knees. Thank
Do you think?
Oh,
Do you think it has something to do with the fact that you don't have a son?
oh my God! Now we're getting real.
Right. Like that just occurred to me. Like
Fuck this shit.
you never.
Yeah, and like I can talk to him about stuff I can't talk to my girls about.
Right.
I try to talk to him about sports, but I get frustrated because he doesn't know shit.
Right. Well,
Or music.
Or maybe music. Like I feel like if I talk like what you like this song, I've never heard it before, and then I just find myself just zoning out because he's almost it's the conversation's just inevitably.
Tell him a story about my missing watch.
yeah, but
Yeah.
kids are often disappointing. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, not my gals though. I mean, I've never been disappointed by them, but I guess because they're flesh and blood, and this is just something I've.
Just flesh.
Just lots of flesh.
Lumpy flesh.
Wow, though,
Yeah.
could it be
I think it might be, man.
that I'm
He's
so?
the son you never wanted.
You've had a couple of those, right?
Not anymore.
Thankfully, the girl didn't either.
He charged it.
Do you think it's just my fatherly nature?
I think it is because I've never really seen you take this level of interest and care in someone.
Can you say? I want honest opinions right now, or honest answers, and then I don't think he'll care. If not for me
Right.
and my interest in him, do you think he'd be here? Like after we met him a couple times early on in the podcast,
No, I know for a fact that
he would have fell by the wayside, and you would never have ever spoken to him about it.
Never would have.
again, right?
Well, I was so angry at him for
Yeah, Q
stealing.
detested him.
And what about you?
Pretty close. Yeah, pretty goddamn close.
I mean,
Q angried up my blood.
so I mean, there something early on was there, like I guess.
Yeah, I think there was this. Well, look, he obviously
Sympathy?
needs help, So I think that factors into it, and then just some fatherly instinct kicked in.
How come I don't? But like, I think though, I'm telling you right now, if I don't get some sort of like feedback or some sort of like what's it called?
Progress.
or acknowledgement of all how how you're supposed to treat a father. You don't treat a father the way you're treating me.
What did he get you on Father's Day?
Shit.
Oh my God.
Well, it's not Father's Day yet.
Your father for a while now.
I happen to have a very nice Christmas present for him for this year set up already.
He did have you something nice for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
sweatshirt.
next Christmas.
It was a nice sweatshirt.
Yeah, I'm talking next Christmas.
Oh, you're already planning for next Christmas,
I
huh?
already got the gift.
Right.
What about Father's Day?
I have something I eyed out for Father's Day. It's on my computer screen right now.
Oh boy.
You got to throw a barbecue for him. Just you and have a catch. Maybe learn a couple stats. What would you want to talk to him about? All sports or just hockey?
No, all sports.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what? And I don't mean to be like a good father, though. I'm not just going to say the bad things because, I'm proud of him though when he does come at me with some knowledge that I'm surprised. It looks like he actually did a little bit of homework to talk about it to me about.
Yeah?
Brian wouldn't know that.
Here's something else Johnson wouldn't know.
Johnson.
All right.
Like what? Do you have an example? You want
It's
to try?
like sports, like it sounds to me like he did a little bit of homework, but before the Super Bowl, so he at least could talk to me about the Super Bowl a
Right.
little
Did
bit.
you do some research?
I listen to some sports stuff.
Well, now get him. Does that make you feel good when Walt says something nice like that?
I'll let you know when it happens.
He just did.
Oh, he does that all the time.
I mean,
Is this the way that you talk to? Is this the way you talk to your father, Q?
no,
I'm not going to ask you, Bri.
no. You got to respect the old man. You
No,
gotta.
if I was doing a podcast, my father, yes, that's how I would talk to him. So,
Oh, your
But-
real father?
yeah.
Wait, you disrespect your father?
No, I joke around with him.
Right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't disrespect your father.
Didn't he kill a guy at a Puerto Rican Day parade or something?
Was accused of it. But he did rescue a guy out of a burning building after he set his own house on fire
All right.
and got hit in the leg with a hammer in the process.
So this is what he talks about instead of.
So what? So what do you tell people about your comic book, your work father though?
My comic father, I when I turn on an
I
episode
risked
of
it.
House Men,
Footsteps you're following in.
Do you ever tell him about the time I saved that lady on a trail in a foreign land?
I brought it
Yeah,
up
this fuck
before.
got all fucked up.
Yeah,
The only
We
you talk
rescued a
about.
dog from
but I tell people, I say, you watch that show, Comic Book Men, that cool guy, that's someone who gave me my job.
That's my dad.
That's my real dad.
No, that's my work dad.
But that's what I'm
You see
asking.
that big tall guy? Yeah, I'm smarter than him.
All joking aside, you don't get him. You don't like when Walt said something nice, like he just said that doesn't do anything for you. You're not like.
It does.
So why don't you strive to earn that more? Do you think?
I do think I try to.
I don't think he. I don't think he can help it too.
Well,
sometimes.
I try to try.
But sometimes I guess like what I try is not something that he's used to giving a compliment about. Like I try to make a really great looking eBay listing, and I remember one
what
day.
Are you laughing at? That's he's.
Dad, look! Have you checked out this listing?
No, come on, man.
Because
remember one day
why am I laughing? Because then I could point to you 5 listings where I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you put this in there? And why did you omit this? So like it's.
I can give you a solid example. One day we were selling this
So if
tin.
you're saying 5, so you're saying 20% of the time it's a home run with him. 80%.
No, that's
he's grounding out.
No, that's too harsh.
No, I have
more sports talk for
I have a solid example. We're listing this this tin wind up Dracula.
Yeah.
And I did a nice listing. Took all these great pictures. I found a lot.
I don't
of
even know about
information.
this. This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Okay.
And I said, Walt, what do you think? He goes, that looks good. And I was like, oh, thank you. He's like, no, I'm talking about the picture. I mean, how the thing looks, not the actual listing that I did. He was talking about the picture.
Well, you took the picture, didn't you?
No, you were talking about how the thing itself looked, like the wind up Dracula, how like it was painted and everything. And
So there's some disparity between whether he's talking about the listing or the actual item. You're saying,
Yeah.
And what were you saying? That
I don't
took
even.
a nice
I don't.
picture.
I don't even remember.
It
this.
was so insignificant.
Yeah. I think that. I just feel though that you shouldn't be afraid to fail. You should. You have people who are rooting for you and are trying to help you, and you have to at some point. You got to take a shot at it. You got to get up the plate and take a couple swings. Don't matter if you strike out.
Yeah, like you know how there's like only one set of tracks in the sand, right? And even though they're backhoe tracks, because that's how Walt was carrying you. Still, he was carrying you.
Would you buy into a book buying? Would you want to be a part?
I would.
I mean, is the seamstress this fucking reluctant? Because like, does Q know that this is your guy?
Well, I think though that like.
Or you're like, would you like to join a thriving concern?
Q's Brews, Q's Binding. I think it could all.
Q's Brews, we could pull the trigger any time. Ask Clown Brewery wants to make it.
I mean, it's one of those things though. It's like is it crossing that line?
What do you mean?
Is it like is that line crossed? Then are we in a different?
Now we're fucking Meisterbrows.
Is it watering down the brand though? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it is, but I mean, you have to make that. You got to put it to a vote, I guess, not between us.
Yeah. Well, I guess the first question is
Twitter is Q a sellout?
I'll tell you, I'm a sellout. That's
I wish I could sell out. Man.
Are you a
So
sellout?
Yeah. I think that I have.
What can you point to as a sign that you sold out?
Well, like I will do.
You wouldn't say Mexican before. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, that's
alone.
not.
That's not selling out.
That's not selling out. We like I've done things that I don't really want to do for the money, like. Like with those guys that hang out by Home Depot.
Fuck that, man! You set a price. I paid that price. I don't want to hear any bullshit.
In California last week. We've done like commercials for things and stuff like that I've been like,
Who?
So like
Tom
Check
Steve
Cereal
Dave?
was like
no,
Chicks.
through, yeah.
All right, but what about how about Tom Steve Dave? Have we sold out yet?
I don't think we sold out. No, knowing the shit that we don't make, you know what I mean? Like I still think we hold true to our thing of like we're only going to make merch if it's good, something we would like, and if it makes sense. We haven't really gone crazy making shit. I think.
I agree.
So like
Yeah.
the TESD koozie would be like the tipping.
Right.
But what about the TSD skull cap?
Did we make
brought
that?
it up. We never brought it up, but it's for sale right now, and I've gotten a few emails about how they were not complimentary.
They don't like him.
We thought it was a sellout. Not using those words, but the certain part of the fan base was not happy. But that.
I would tell you why. Can I argue on our behalf?
They're up on merch table right now.
Right.
I got to tell you, this puts MeUndies in a twist.
Go ahead.
They're designed in L.A. where Q and I just went. Sustainably sourced from modal fabric, 3 times softer than cotton. And guess what? You can save time and money with a monthly subscription. If you're not ready for a subscription, that's okay. It's okay. Because MeUndies is offering you 20% off your first pair. Just use MeUndies.com/TESD and you're going to get 20% off. And if you don't like them, you don't pay for them. Revamp your underwear drawer. You deserve it. Really. A nice pair of underwear is going to make you feel good. They got 5 packs. They got all kinds of shit,
I'm down.
Get them. You're spending the night with a lady. You strip down. You don't want her to see some fucking yellow tighty whities and shit.
Oh, he doesn't.
she sees that pair of MeUndies I got off you. That nice blue pair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have asked first. I had no underwear for the rest of the day after you got them off me. So MeUndies.com/TESD.
Just checking the time. I got to leave.
Okay. And what were you guys saying about selling out? I'm sorry.
I'm going to defend this on the beanies before I got to pull the ripcord and go. Tonight's my retirement dinner for the FDNY, so I don't want to be late for that.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, buddy. Because people asked us to make those beanies. We weren't just like, let's just make them and sell them. People asked us, and we were like, I don't know if people are going to like them, so let's put them unannounced on the website. We didn't even fucking beat the drum and say we responded to what people asked. We did it. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt not trumpeting or even mentioning was a way to be like, it's there if you want it. If you're there looking at other stuff and you see it.
People get weird, though. They get very weird about that kind of stuff. Whereas, personally, if I saw something and I'd be like, oh, that's weird that they made that, or it's not something I want. And I get angry at everything. It would just end there. I wouldn't think any more about it. But like a beanie, you don't have to buy it, so who gives a fuck?
Well, you know what I do like about the Ants is they take this show very personally. They have ownership over the show. You know what I mean? They feel part of a community. So I don't mind if they're
Is that
like
a long-winded way of saying entitled?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think that they, are keep an eye on it.
They're
and
invested.
They're invested. And they're like, whoa, this isn't like, look, content on the show, I'm just like, go fuck yourself. We're going to do what we want. But that's all we can provide. But to make things outside of it that they're like, that I would listen to. I would listen to that and take that in consideration.
A beanie, though. To me, I think if we went...
But it doesn't start with a beanie,
the shit that we've
and the next thing you know, we're doing keychains.
No. Oh, come on.
And beer, though.
And I don't know. No.
That's where you got to. You have to sit down and really think about it. Beer.
Yeah. Well, somebody came to us with to us with the offer, and
because then we're almost like advocating drinking now.
He is. Well,
yeah,
all fucking weekend.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think with something like Hughes Brews, it's more fun. It's not like anybody's getting fucking rich.
We're not going to make money off it, right?
Nobody's fucking. Look, Walt called me a failure earlier because that beanie money did not. I don't know.
Did I say failure?
I at least heard.
I use those
That's what
words?
I heard. Yeah.
That's what he always hears, no matter what you say.
In my head throughout the whole day.
Did I actually use the word failure? Go back and listen to the tape. I don't believe
I don't know if you want them to. I think you use the word failure often.
I may have.
I don't think you went
He
once.
feels with me, so.
I'm just so mad at my son.
My work son.
My work son, yeah. Well, I didn't mean. If I said the word failure, that would be very inappropriate. I think you're not a failure. Neither are you, and you're not a failure either. Get him every day that you come
You
in.
don't kill yourself. It's a success.
Don't ever think that way. And if I feel, and sometimes you've heard the term tough love, right?
Yes.
That's me. That's me all over. I'm just like
Toughest love you're ever going to
yeah,
get,
that's,
man.
if I'm smacking you around, it's because deep down,
Why don't
you know what I mean.
You're my son.
Why don't the police ever listen to that when they show up? And I'm like, I'm just giving her a little tough love. Q, you got time for a quick fat news?
Yeah, I do.
So,
I got five more minutes.
Okay, this will affect you.
Boom, baba, boom, baba, boom, baba, boom.
Bad news. Ooh, chicken.
I know how much you like soccer, and I've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
I can get primo seats anywhere.
Really?
Yep. Want to
Where?
know why?
For what team?
This is for all FIFA matches.
All right. Nice.
All right.
It's a wide array.
Speaking of wide, it's because I'm fat that I'm going to get these tickets,
Okay.
okay? Because special access tickets are going to be in 4 types: wheelchair user, easy access standard for disabled people, people with limited mobility, and people with other medical conditions, easy access amenity for people with guide dogs or people with a medical condition with assistance dogs and people that might need additional leg space due to limited mobility. Okay, got that so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obese persons.
Oh.
Easy access extra width seats for people with a BMI that is equal to or exceeds 35 kilograms squared shit. This is fucking... Somebody sent me this. Email Jan Harden. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You're now being rewarded for being an obese fatso. That to me is fucking crazy. And I'm not talking about the people who, like, you know, through genetics they can't help it. I'm talking about the other 99.9% of people that are like at the stadium eating fucking hot dogs and
Well, how much are
shoveling
they
shit
really
down their
saving,
fucking
though?
throat. I don't know if they're saving, but these are going to be better seats than
You don't
your
know
average
that.
person.
they're just gonna be
This
wider.
is hot. This is hot button.
But at least they're
Because
getting out.
This is too hot button.
I caught shit. Not too hot button to talk about. I said remember last week on
with
I
fat
said
Faith,
about
the fat
Faith
fucking fat
about
Yeah.
how
What shit for that too?
people were like, you really think smoking is as bad you really think obesity is as bad as smoking? And I was like, I don't have the scientific facts, but it seems like they're both unhealthy to me. And a lot of people were like trying to
You had to
school me
defend
on
it,
it. I didn't defend it because I never claim
Well,
I
they
know
say
what I'm
heart
talking about, so I didn't want to
They say
defend
heart
myself.
disease is the number one killer, and obesity leads to heart disease.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But man, you can't. They don't want any sign of like saying that
But so-
morbid obesity is bad.
But
You want to go to this fucking soccer game or not?
I'll go. I'll go.
But
I'm
watch
in.
some of these clips of these shows. They have these people who are like, "Oh, I've never had a doctor tell me that I'm unhealthy," and like the people are like, "Are you sure about that?" Oh yeah, no doctors, and they're like 600 pounds.
I don't know how that's possible. My dad's rail thin, and doctor's telling him recently that he is borderline diabetic because of his diet. Like, and he is rail thin. So can you imagine if you threw on an extra 200 pounds on the guy?
What's his diet?
He's just whatever the fuck he wants. My mother tries. God bless her. She tries, but he's just like
I'm probably
eats
on that
whatever he
road.
wants. Yeah.
Washes it all down with a sweet Q's brew.
You'll take care of me, right?
That'd
Work,
be
son?
awesome.
Yes, we're
Yeah, later. How old are you, get him?
38.
And yeah, he's definitely dying before you anyway.
Real
Just
quick,
as long as I don't,
This is just a funeral in the future you're going to have to pay for.
just as long as I don't do it on his
I'm
property.
gonna bury him in a white long box.
In your yard.
No, not on his property.
No, not on my property.
Just throw him in that marsh across the street from you.
That's what he did when I was moving the boxes. He was like trying to push me out down his driveway.
I say we make another fucking skull out of his fucking another kissing skull out of him.
I before you go too, I had something I wanted to ask you. I thought we could roll it real quick into what was it? What was that one segment we did? Q's broad thoughts.
Broad thoughts.
Broad
yeah.
thoughts. I don't know if you have time to weigh on it, but maybe we can talk about it next week. Though, did you hear about this new invention?
Is it called Blue Apron? Because Blue Apron is the number one fresh ingredient recipe delivery service in that country. Their mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. They have a good impact on the community. Everything. Look, how many times am I going to say this?
They're amazing.
Everybody, if you
many
cook
times as they pay you.
Yeah, I guess so. If you cook together, it builds strong family bonds. They show that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times
why.
more often. Yeah. Those who spend a lot at restaurants or high-end grocery stores can now spend under $10 for a delicious meal. There's all kinds of... To go to blueapron.com/TESD and get some affordable, awesome, delicious shit. And that's it. So what were we saying?
Did you hear? Oh, I didn't. I know it's kind of touchy now. I didn't know there. There's a
There's a broad
there's
here.
a lady. There's a broad in the room.
Who's got thoughts?
But did you hear about this new invention? It's we are living in the space age.
Yeah.
There's like this glue that women can use
Yeah.
when they're on that time of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new invention.
Seal them up.
Yeah, so that and they don't
But
have
then
to.
where does the blood
Where
go?
does it go? Yeah.
Just stays inside. You didn't hear about this?
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, look,
I
this
don't
is
know,
right.
That sounds like
Walk
even
around
if-
Yeah. You never heard of
filled with
this?
blood.
It's brand new. It's causing a bit of an uproar.
I think at the end they have like a special release agent.
Oh my!
No.
this sounds awful.
No. The only thing that can make it the glue like dissipate, is that the word, son?
Yeah.
I asked my son, not Brian.
He's like, good move, Dad. Because I would have only had to correct him anyway.
Is urine. Urine is the only thing that will dissolve the glue.
So they got to pee and then reseal up.
Yes.
It was,
Wait, is this something you're working on with your son? This is another business?
no, it was designed by.
Framing it like, hey, have you heard of this new thing?
No, this is a real thing. And I wanted
God.
to get like Q's broad thoughts. Like, what's your feelings on this?
So this sounds like a thing from a horror movie. Like this sounds like German Nazi bullshit. Like they're sealing up a vagina so the blood collects in it, and then when you pee, it all comes out like The Shining when the elevator doors open. Like, it sounds fucking horrible. Oh my God, it sounds.
Carrying away couches and shit.
Is there going to be that much? I mean, I wouldn't know. Is it possible that it's that
Does
much?
it get that much?
Yeah. Does it ever get to Shining levels of flow?
But isn't it? I think though this is because we're dudes.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be better to have that than to have clunky things like
I don't
like
think
the way
so.
you
Who
like,
the fuck didn't flush this tap?
You could use a moon cup.
I see that sign in some of the restrooms.
Right.
Like or hotels. When I'm at a hotel, it says don't flush these things down the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
They should
problem.
have a glue stick there
Yeah,
now.
but what if you don't put on the right amount? So community glue stick?
What?
A community glue stick?
I think most people would be like, what? Has this been an ongoing issue? Just glue sticks? Not knowing like the context?
But feminists are very upset though about this.
Why?
They're upset that it wasn't invented sooner, or they don't like it.
They're
It was
upset-
invented by a man.
It was invented by a man, and it feels. I guess it's not.
It wasn't everything?
Tell him, Steve Dave. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they're sagging. I think they're big, but I don't think that they're so big that they become cumbersome.
I can't poop. My stomach hurts. I peacock around the house. I'm like, I'm smarter than Smith.
Tell him, Steve Dave. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I mean, I always thought you assumed you were,
Not about everything.
but most things.
A lot of things. Not most.
You've joined us in the middle of a conversation. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave. If you hate Get 'em, tune out now. If you hate me, tune out now. No way you hate Walt.
It's not happening, right? Well, actually, I've been getting some hate mail.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I've been getting some harsh, heinous hate mail. It's come to that.
Our goal is to be universally beloved, and we're just not. 7 years, we still haven't hit the mark. What,
I mean, you say that mockingly, but that really was. But that kind of was my goal ever since I turned my whole persona around. I haven't had to deal with somebody actually like real, like harsh, like cruel stuff.
Are you sure it wasn't meant
Yeah.
for me and you opened it?
No, it was all about the teeth. It was all about how I'm stupid. It was all about how, oddly enough, too, about how I'm using Apple products, which I thought was strange. It's definitely from a mental case.
that's the sign of a sellout using Apple?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no
Or-
idea why. But they BF something they told me when I figured out what it was buck tooth fucktard. But they were using initials to try to make their point.
Did you have to get him the super smart guy to fucking decode that for you?
Use simple substitution.
Maybe I'll get Brian to decode. Oh, no, Johnson.
If you want it decoded wrong, you'll use Johnson.
Yeah, if you want to know what it doesn't say. So somebody wrote in to get him and said that they don't like his faux intellectualism, his pseudo intellectualism.
They feel
he's a fraud.
That he's
a
not
phony.
the smartest. He's not as smart as he thinks he is, or as he claims to be. But I mean, how important is being smart to you?
I don't know if it's about being smart.
I hope it's not that important.
No, it's about being smart about knowing things. It's
how important is it on a
quest
scale
for
of 1 to
knowledge.
10? Well, no. But how important is it for you? Because if I don't hear the right number come out of your mouth, I'm going to have to call you on it, though. Because I feel for you, I think it's pretty damn high the way that you go on attack if somebody says something and you feel that's not the accurate answer. How smart is it? I mean, how important is it for you to make sure that somebody knows that you know the answer?
I wouldn't say it's as important as them knowing the right answer.
Come on.
What?
How important is it for you to make sure that you interject and tell everybody the answer?
On
a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 7.5.
Oh man, you're full of it.
Oh, it's higher.
It's a hard 9 going in. It's if not a 10.
He's the Bo Derek of fucking pseudo intellectualism.
No,
if I could crank it to 11, I would.
He definitely has an issue with whatever here, like this, maybe you don't have to. The smartest guy is not always the most talkative guy. You ever hear that that analogy or something like that? But like he cannot, like if he hears something that he thinks is wrong, I don't think it's within you to bite your tongue. I don't think you have that ability to bite your tongue.
So is it more important for him to be right or more important for someone else to be proven wrong?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even going to, you can ask me how important is it for me to be right, and I'll tell you it's not important at all. Sometimes I'll say stuff on here that I don't care if it's wrong.
I bear witness to you purposely saying shit that you know is wrong.
It's not important to me. There's certain things are important, but that's not that important to me. What are you looking at?
Just looking at.
What are you doing over there?
What?
You're not paying attention.
He's like, I was just thinking about that time you were wrong about something.
I marked it on my calendar.
What are you texting and shit?
No, it's just.
So is it just a know-it-all?
Just using my Apple
all
product.
day long type shit? Oh, that'd be so annoying.
I don't know. I don't want to say it's a know-it-all because sometimes I welcome the knowledge, but other times it can become a little irritating because it's not important enough to make a big deal about, like correcting and injecting and correcting, and this need, almost like a tick to do it.
Like it's almost an OCD thing you're saying?
It could be. I don't want to say it because I don't think it is, but
maybe you're just an asshole.
But is it possible for you to have a conversation, and if somebody says something you know is completely wrong, for you to not correct it, or is that, or you just cannot abide by that?
It's tough.
It would drive you nuts.
It's not nuts. It's just tough. Like this bracelet helps me keep my balance and everything else like that, and it's just
you're that guy. You need to tell them that it's not true, that their brass, their copper. Their copper belt isn't going to keep them from.
Is that
having
why you don't
pain?
wear yours anymore? Because you used to have that bracelet, right?
That's right. Yeah, no,
Get him shamed you.
No, I lost that. I don't know.
I was watching a vet show the other day, and one of the vet technicians had one of those rope necklaces like that the baseball players wear. That's supposed to help their pain.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there going, I could not trust something that someone who wears that says to me, because it's just like, okay, if you believe in that,
But you see professional major league pitchers use it and have great
And they're
success
professional
with it.
major league pitchers with or without that the gain on their performance that could give is probably negligible. It's probably in the realm of a placebo effect.
And he's just look at all the big fucking $10 words he's using now. Placebo, negligible. What was the other thing?
I don't know. It's like
He's just throwing them out there, see what sticks.
It's like that kinesio tape that you'll see, like the
kinesio.
You've seen it, like no, it's a tape like.
Well, I knew you'd drop that one.
You'll see it like the volleyball players. It's like blue or colored tape,
Yes.
like in a special
Yeah.
pattern. Yeah, and that's supposed to like channel your chi or